Alright, I just got done with my workouts for today. I'm in the bedroom. I got wonderful gray light coming in. I'm drinking some Sinas apple banan. It was kind of my, you know how some guys have like their jug of, it looks like a jug of pee at the gym. Oh, it's got my electrolytes and my power from my pre-workout. I'm just like, it's called pre-workout, not drink while you work out. Oh, I need my aminos. I'm like, you don't understand how biology works. You can put your aminos in your system and then go work out the entire time. You do not need to drink them while you're working out. You cannot digest that. Like, you're going to break down your muscles, and it's going to take about another 15 to 20 minutes for the stuff you downed before your workout gets to it, because they're not killing themselves. They're not hurting anybody. It's just extra luggage, I guess. Part of why this is low is because I did try to record when I got done with my... We all know how that last squat or that last plank goes. And then I laid down in the camera. I set the camera up and tried to talk to it, and I got myself distracted. And then I was like, okay. So I figured I'd sit up. But yeah. Anyways, so let's talk about the elephant in the world. Not the ones in Africa or Southeast Asia, but like the one that is the fact that it is currently April 3rd. April 3rd for me. I thought it was the 4th because that's what the date downstairs is going to say, because that's the day I upload the video, not the day it took place, because artifacts, things carry over. Anyways, so, yeah, this is the 3rd, and the Netherlands government has extended the bars and grocery store stuff and all that stuff until the 28th. That's 25 more days. That's 3.5 weeks. 21 plus 4. So, there you go. Tomorrow, the 4th, is supposed to be a game. I don't know. That was going to be our next game after the Crusaders. But yeah, that's not happening. In fact, the practice before the Crusaders, like I remember the Sunday practice. I'm kind of reminiscing at like the things we've missed out on, the things we're going to miss out on. That's kind of the elephant in the room, is that we all have like some level of anxiety, and I know for the last 18 days I've been perky and chipper a little, except for the one day I was laying in the bed. But I hadn't actually coherently put out my thoughts about this whole idea, and I've leaked it a little bit. Like, I'm really happy that the guys at the butcher are just so cheery. And that's the thing. I understand in the comment a while back you said that, like, oh, well, they're just happy to serve people that are actually coming into the store. And I'm like, nah, the butcher guys have always been that way. It's not like they have less customers and they're happy to see another person. They're just ridiculously chipper guys. Like, it's weird, and I love it. The ladies in the bakery are chipper, but they're, well, one of them's kind of the realist grandma sort of thing. She's like cool grandma. Some of the younger girls are perky, but anyways, but there's just a general idea people are not down and out. But we all know we're all experiencing it. That it's nice to see that things can go right in this world and can go good given the circumstances. But even me, I'm sitting here like, I'm going until the 28th for the absolute. Like, I don't think, at this point the Netherlands would have increased its lockdown, like the measures to do so. And technically they went like another centimeter forward, but it's sort of like they hadn't realized they needed to do this, because we're going to have like a very warm day coming up on Sunday. I think AccuWeather told me it was like 18 degrees or something like that, and that can fluctuate, 17 to 19, possibly even up to 20. So yeah, fuck freedom units. What is that? Upper 60s, mid 60s. I know that if the apartment is constantly registering 18, we're a bit chilly. We usually hover around 20.5, and if it gets super warm in here and we're opening up all the windows, it's like 23. Like, I've internalized the temperatures and can tell you about what temperature it is outside without having to look at a thing. I think it's like 65. I know 22. I don't know. Anyways, I know that 20 is like a good temperature. Anyways, we're getting, and so they put on restrictions on water usage, boats on the canals in Amsterdam and other cities. Cheery sent me a article that told me about that. I was like, well, that's understandable considering there's warm weather coming up on Sunday. There's also park restrictions, which by and large is fine. I get it. You know, when you got 18 degrees and sunny weather, people are they're gonna fudge it a little bit. There's Italian, and they're gonna fudge it just a little bit. They're gonna see, oh, maybe I can go out. I mean, it's just this once. I haven't been out in 2 weeks, and that's a really nice day. You know, and multiple people are gonna think that. And they're not closing the park on Sunday, but they're gonna probably deploy a little bit of police, and they're gonna make sure that the presence is known, and that if it happens to get too full, they'll close the park. So, this is not necessarily for Osher Park, but it will be there. The article was mostly talking about like Fondle Park. So it's been bothering me. I closed something and I got a little blood blister, and I'm just like, could you please just digest? But yeah, so if the Netherlands was going to put down strict things, then yeah, that would have been already put into action sometime this week. I think we're hitting like our strictest actions. Don't quote me on this, but I think the strictest actions will be in place until the 28th. They'll reassess, I think, somewhere around the 15th. Sports and large gatherings, June 1st. Sometime in May, I may be able to go back to the bar, but I mean, you know, the elephant in the room is that the season is over. But to me, there's still a lot of time left in the year to get games and stuff. And to be fair, even if they do open up the sports and stuff, people are probably not going to be taking their vacations too terribly much, because the places people would usually go on summer vacation probably also, like if the Netherlands has relaxed some of its stuff, maybe Italy has not, Spain, Mallorca, Gran Canaries. I'm not sure about how the Caribbean is doing. The Antilles are handling this right now. I don't think anyone's going to be really traveling this summer. Sad, but, you know, not necessarily. And come here in a couple months, we're going to be watching this all go cray-cray in Australia. I mean, to be fair, they are still relatively warm because nobody's that far south. But even parts of South America can get down pretty far. I'm just rambling at this point. Tried to talk about the elephant in the room, about people being born, and I get it. And if you need to vent, talk below. You know, obviously, if you say hateful, conspiratory, false information stuff, I'll probably block you. But not everybody needs to get their little bit out. Whatever day, week you can.